Hi, I'm Katherine Skaggs, a visionary artist and author of the book Artist, Shaman, Healer, Sage, that has ceremony, ritual, and practices to enhance your life, to be in greater harmony, and to awaken your soul. I'm going to bring in some of those practices in addition to 35 plus years experience in the world of mystery, shamanism, and all things sacred to help you have your own personal teachings, practices, and rituals to set sacred space in your life. Sacred space is a very important part of living a good life. We want a clean experience of energy, clean out fear, fright, and trauma, so that we can really dream our life as the active artist and dreamer of our reality. We are the artist and the dreamer of this reality, whether we know it or not. So we need a good canvas wherever we want to create that's clean and clear of old energy, where we can be in present time, where we can work with intention, and to manifest what we truly want from our very heart space and the purpose of our soul being here. So I hope you'll enjoy today. Smudging is the ritual of cleaning the energy of a physical space, object, or person. If you have a meditation ritual, you can burn white sage or Palo Santo before your practice. You can also use cedar or sacred tobacco or any other combination of herbs that are well known as cleaning energies. This will help you prepare your energy and your mind for meditation and allow you to more easily connect. First, you'll want to begin with the simple intention of focusing on clearing the negative energy out of your space and your mind. Once you have set your intention, light the sage or the Palo Santo or any other combination of smudge and point it downwards towards wherever you're cleaning. You can use it on your altar. You can use it around your energy field or your body. Make sure in your physical space to get into all the corners with the smoke, because that's where energy typically will get stuck. Make sure that you have an ashtray or something underneath your smudge stick. If you're using a smudge stick, you can also use loose smudge, but have something under it so that it doesn't fall onto the floor, particularly if you have carpet in your home. You want to keep everything safe. Oftentimes, you can use not just an ashtray, but you can use an abalone shell. That's what many indigenous people around the world will use, and that symbolizes the element of water. Once you've done cleaning your space, you can dab out the energy of the fire on the smudge so that it stops burning. I like to keep sand around that I will put the smudge stick into so that it stops burning. It's a natural element. I never put it in water. And this way it's earth to earth. It is a good way of stopping it so that the smoke doesn't continue to fill your home or your space. Once you've finished smudging and removing the negative energy, you can turn around and burn sweetgrass into the space to bring in the sweetness of life if you would like to continue to use smoke. You can also pray out loud or declare your intentions, or you can say them in your head silently as you sit in meditation, filling the space with good energy. A great time to smudge is before you go to bed after a long day. Smudge your body as well as your space to help you be clean and clear before you go to sleep. It'll help your dreams. If you've had company, it's oftentimes a good thing to do before and after people come over to your house. I love it when I have gatherings to clean my space, everything from downstairs to upstairs in this place that we gather. So everything feels clean and crisp before anyone even walks into the space. They always comment on how good it feels in my home and my workspace when I do that. I also, if there's ever been an accident or any conflict in your home or work, that's especially important to clean and clear space with smudge or some other form of cleaning and clearing. If you start a new job, you get a new relationship, start a new business, these are all good times to pray and to send energy into your new projects. It's also really good if you have a healing practice to smudge beforehand and afterwards to keep the energy pristine and clear. Always do it before meditation, and also do it if you've had any illness in the home. Not only does it make the energy feel really good, but it literally would clear the bacteria and anything else that's related to the illness energetically and physically out of your space. There are many times you can't use smoke and fire to clean your space, especially at work or if someone's allergic to that smoke. When that happens, you can turn to flower waters as well as essential oils. You can place them in a glass jar, just like what you see here, and allow the fragrances and the energies of the flowers to come into the water. You can add glycerin to keep it, or alcohol if you want to make your own home flowers. Choose flowers that have different energies that are cleaning and clearing, that bring in the energy and essence of what you desire in your space. I personally work with something called agua de Florida that's from Peru. And in the process, I don't just use the substance, I pray into the flower water before I use it. I'll put prayers and songs into the flower water to clean out what the Peruvian people call hucha. It's a Q'ero word for something that means fear or fright, that which is not living energy. And so you want to put your prayers in, your intentions in, to clean away that which is dense, that which causes blocks and challenges in your world, so that you can bring in light and life force that cleans the space and also resets it to bring in vibrancy and everything you need to live in harmony. So put prayers, songs, and good intentions into whatever flower water you choose. You can buy some, like Agua de Florida, make sure it's from Peru, or make your own. Right here, it looks like they've got all these. I'm not sure what those flowers are. They might be marigolds, but they've got a specific energy. Do your research if you're going to make your own flower water as to what it is that you'd like to bring in. Orange plants bring in the flowers of joy. Rose is very good at healing the heart. If you want to go to Peru and get Bobinsana, you can actually buy it on Etsy. It's a tree bark that helps bring in healing for the heart. You can add that. You can also add drops of essential oils that are going to bring in various energies such as frankincense, myrrh, rose water, rose oil. All of these are very good energies to bring balance to your space. Do some research as to which flower waters are going to be most beneficial. Once you get your flower water, you can put it in a spray bottle and you can spray it throughout the room into the corners. And it can be a very discreet practice, especially if you're at work. If people ask, what's that fragrance you've got going on there? You can say, oh, I've just got the best smell. It makes me relax and calm. You can tell them it's essential oils, but you can be very discreet in what you're doing if you don't want to let them know what's up. Another important thing that you may want to have in your meditation room, in your bedroom, someplace in your home, and even a small place at work is an altar. Altars are considered to be the center of the universe. They're a physical location for you to place your attention, your intentions, and your prayers for what you're creating in your life. They are filled with sacred items and objects, as you can see here in this picture. There are altar cards with images of deities who bring in particular energies, such as Lakshmi, who brings blessings from the heavens to help you manifest what you desire on earth. We've got the great mother Isis in another image, who is the Egyptian goddess, who's a very beneficial goddess who often helps us with death and rebirth and many blessings around fertility. In the candle on the left, you see Mother Mary or Virgin de Guadalupe, who's known for bringing in miracles. The candle also represents a place to bring the heavenly light into our awareness, to remind us to be the light in our lives. There's also a statue, a very small statue of Kuan Yin, the great mother goddess of compassion and mercy. She's here to bring those blessings to light, to hold the space of compassion for our earthly journey, and to help us become more awake and aware, more enlightened. There's some other smaller images on here of the Black Madonna, who's also about miracles and bringing in the Christ light as that part of our inner selves. At the very bottom, there's an image of someone who's left their photo on the altar to bring them blessings or to pray for a friend or a loved one. There's different crystals on the altar to bring in good energy, and a sacred cloth that's on there. There's many other items on this altar. There's just a snapshot here as a place to focus prayers and good energy. So how do you use an altar at work? Well, you can be very discreet. You can put it in a drawer. You might just have a prayer bundle of some sort that you have there, or maybe a statue or a plant that helps hold space to remind you that life is a sacred journey. Altars are beautiful. They're filled with sacred items, power items, items that have great meaning to you spiritually, items that remind you of what to stay focused on in your life. Sometimes we lose focus in our linear conscious mind, and we need to return to the heart. We need something to remind us. So, creating altars is a wonderful activity to create a space where you can pray, where you can send your energy and your prayers to the Spirit, to recognize that when you live in prayer, you live in the mystery of life, you live in an energy born of the heart and the soul, and you bring that to everything around you. The altar is also a place that is held to open up a portal or a doorway to your guides, your angels, and all the divine beings who are here to help you live a more divine life. From a spiritual perspective, life is a sacred experience. It's a sacred journey. And when we return to prayer, when we return to intention and quietness to focus on what is most important about our activities here, we bring that energy into all that we do, whether it be a family activity or a work activity, your own personal meditation and prayer spaces. I personally keep an altar in my classroom that also doubles for my studio space where I paint and channel and write, where I'm bringing good energy, that I'm reminded that I'm a divine vessel for the light of the divine to come through me. So small altars, big altars, personal altars, community altars are important, and they literally will hold the vibration and the frequency of your prayers, helping support your energy and all the energy for those who come through the space. When you're at work, you could even have a crystal and a plant on your desk, even in a place that other people see you. It can be very discreet and small, and yet it's all about being a reminder of what's important to you. It could just simply be a photograph that's important, that reminds you of what brings you back to love. So consider all the places you'd love to create an altar. I've been doing this for a long time. I didn't even know I was creating altars for a long time, but I set up sacred space all over my home, in the places I lived for a long time before I even knew what I was doing. Somehow intuitively I did it. So trust your intuition. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's all about focus and heart. Now that you've cleaned your energy, whether it be with smoke or with flower water, you've set an altar or a sacred container that holds your space, your intentions. It's a great time to pray, set your intentions, to focus on your hopes and dreams. I like to do this on a daily basis when I get up in the morning. It's also great to do before you go to bed, to seed your dreams. Regardless of what time of day that you move into your prayer and your intentions, it is part of your conscious activity to set the space for whatever you're doing, whether it be going to work, having a good family experience, going into a creative project, or simply showing up in a very harmonious space in your home or your workplace. So, how do you set an intention? Or how do you pray? Well, even though I grew up in a particular way about prayer, it's always made sense to me that I want to first of all say thank you. Thank you to my spirit guides. Thank you to my helpers. Thank you to the divine for taking my prayers and intentions for living a good life. I like to move to curiosity as I set my intentions. How good can it get? Literally, your curiosity as you lean toward what you are creating in your life is the energy that stirs the quantum field or the akasha, the mystery, the invisible substance that creates our physical reality. As you focus with all your heart on your true desires, and you communicate that through singing, through inner prayer and reflection, through spoken words, or through journaling, you are changing the energy in your heart, in your body, in your energy field, and in the space and the environment around you. What is it like to live the best life possible? Can be an intention. Great Spirit, divine, God, Goddess, whatever you call out to the universe, to the consciousness of all creation, you're in a communicative state when you're praying and setting intentions. Being mindful and direct toward what you desire is what's most important. If you need help letting go of the things that are difficult, say it out loud. Be honest with yourself and with the divine. I need help. I ask that you bring me the guides and the helpers that I need right now. I ask that I see the signs and the symbols that bring me back to harmony in my life. I ask that you give me the courage to rise up and to trust in my choices, to trust in my life path, to trust in my relationships, and to help me let go of what doesn't serve me, that I may serve the greater good by being the best me possible. These are some of the ways that I pray and set intentions. I never am really going, oh my God, please help me. Well, I suppose I have thrown down the gauntlet a time or two. I've been a little irreverent with my guides and spirit helpers. That's pretty cool and okay if you want to go that route. They can handle it. Most important thing is that you're honest with yourself about what you really want and to ask for help, knowing that the divine, the universe, the creative consciousness of all that is going to answer you as you focus on and am curious about what you would like to experience and change in your life, to expand or to let go. Your curiosity and your focus are some of the most important things for setting the container or the experience and what's going to happen next. Trust in your inner guidance. So, as you set your intention, make time to be quiet, to still your mind, and to go within. If you've got a monkey mind and chatter going on, take a moment and focus on your breath. Just like in this image, put your hands together, connect your palms and your fingertips. Bring it to your heart space. Be still. Notice your breath coming and going. And begin to allow your heart's desires to well up within you, that you can ask and be open to receive the help and the guidance that's in alignment with your greatest joy, with your greatest heart space, and love that is always there for you, no matter what you're experiencing in your human self. Try this and see how that changes the energy, not only in your space for that moment or 10 minutes or 30 minutes of your time, but also how that sets the space for your day if you do that at the beginning of the day. Sunrise is an excellent time to catch the energy of the sun coming into our earth plane, wherever you live. That energy is pristine and will help carry your prayers and intentions into a greater expanse of the cosmic mystery of the quantum field that creates the container for your day. It might create the container for your next cycle. Pay attention not only to the daytime when you do this, but any other time that you're led to do your prayers. You can be driving down the road and do your prayers and intentions. Work with gratitude as well as asking the universe to help fulfill what you truly desire and to be curious about how it's going to come to you so that you can be in openness and observation to see the signs, the symbols, and the communications from the invisible world as they make themselves known to you in an answer to your prayers and intentions. In conjunction with prayer and intention, opening a space for a class, getting ready for meditation, or whatever thing you're doing with setting a sacred space, I always call in my spirit guides, my angels, my helpers that are personal to me, but I also call in the bigger guns like the Christ, the Buddha, Paramahansa Yogananda, ascended masters, archangels, and the beings who are very good at what they do. Our personal guides are good at what they do, but I also go to these larger collective guides and helpers when I need them. There are certain guides I call in for protection. There's certain animal spirits I call in for soul retrieval. There's certain ones that I call in for healing. And then I notice who wants to show up for what. But in general, whether you know your guides, angels, or helpers or not, it's a great thing to do is to sit in prayer and to focus in and ask whoever your best guides, angels, and helpers are, please, please, please come and help me now. I really honor you. So always tell them thank you and honor what you know about them. So let's say you've got some helpers, you're not sure who they are, but you know that they're good at protection. So I like to say, hey, all my greatest guides, helpers, and angels, known and unknown, I really need some help now with protection. I want the best protective guides to come in to set my space and container to protect my dreams, to protect my physical reality, my home, my family, my animals, my body, that we live in a high frequency energy and that I know that they're there helping us. So I like to call in Archangel Michael as one of these guides of great protection. I love to call him in with my inner child. I also love to call in a guide called Garuda. He's a Hindu eagle-headed guide who's very good at clearing negativity. Or I might call in Lord Ganesha. He's a Hindu elephant-headed god who's very good at removing blocks. But get to know these certain guides and helpers from the bigger realms if you need particular things. Otherwise, just say, hello, thank you. I so need your guidance right now. Can you show me the way? I'm deeply grateful for your gifts and how you're helping me to become more awake, more aware, that I can create a life of greater love. I love to always move toward what I want to have and to know that the specific ones who are there to help me are showing up. There's Archangel Raphael if you need healing energy. There's many archangels and ascended masters, goddesses who are very good at different things. Do a little research and then sit in prayer and call them each day. And then once you've done that, be observant in your life. Be curious how they're going to show up. If you see a penny on the street, pick it up. It's probably a message from your guide. And in this crazy world of digital reality, automobiles, and the modern life, you may see a license tag that has a message on it. You may see a billboard as you're driving down the road that has a message on it. You may see an animal when you're taking a walk and it has a message. These are all different ways that your spirit guides and helpers will show up to let you know that they're there answering your prayers and helping you with your energy and with setting the spaces that you need to fulfill your hopes and dreams. Let's talk about tools that you can use in your space to help set the space, clean the space, and hold an energy frequency in the space. So crystals, which were on my altar picture that we showed earlier, are a given for all of us to bring in good energy. If you know your crystals, you know what different ones do and how to bring them into your space. Either place them on your altar, you can place them in the corners of your rooms. Just like you see here, you can also create a mandala that has a specific grid of energy. I create grids intuitively, placing crystals where I'm called to or where it feels good to emanate a vortex of energy with that fits the intention that I have for creating the grid. I'm sure there's many people that teach grid work or how to use crystals. I do it very intuitively with different crystals for different purposes. Now, I like to put obsidian or tourmaline in the corners of my room and at least a piece or two in the west on my altar to help clean and clear energy that's dense. Obsidian and black stones are very, very good at cleaning negative energy. So, obsidian, tourmaline, let's see, what are some other stones? Black obsidian, black tourmaline, and any black stones are going to do the job that you need to clean any dense energy. If you ever need grounding, go pick up one of those black stones and put it on your root or the base of your spine. If you've got a bellyache or you got a heartache, go grab that black stone and put onto the place in your body that is out of order or having a difficult experience. It will begin to absorb any negativity and patterns that are out of balance and bring you back into your body in greater harmony. Selenite is always a stone I want to have around all my crystals. It will clear every crystal that you have, as well as clear your space and keep it clean. I have selenite bowls that I put my jewelry in so that it resets their energy and cleans them at night, but it also amps up their vibration of whatever their energy is for. If you want to bring more love into your space, get rose quartz and pink stones, pink kyanite, rose quartz, rubies, and any stone that is of the pink or pink and green energy to help fortify the heart chakra and to bring in unconditional love. You can find a variety of stones for whatever you need to manifest. Put them on your altar, place them in the corners of the room. If you're called, create your own mandala, and know that you're generating a field of energy with these stones. I like to smoke them out regularly when I clean my room with smoke, or I like to also clean them with the energy of my flower water. I like to put them in the moonlight or the sunlight to clean them at specific cycles in the seasons or at the moon cycles throughout the year. Always make sure that you clean your stones so that they are generating what you want to create and not holding any negative energy. Now, the one thing about quartz crystals, they're very good generators. They're electropiesic, and just like the bones in our bodies, and they will take your prayers and send them out into the universe. They will expand that energy. They're literally the same energies that we have in our watches to be as a battery. They're expansive in terms of what they do. With your quartz crystals, wherever you have them, keep them clean energetically by some of the things we mentioned with smudge, with prayer and intention, because you are programming them with whatever energy is in the room. So specifically take your quartz crystals and put your prayers into them that are positive and filled with love. Smoke them out regularly, and you're going to have a good support system from your crystal beings. Another great sacred item to have on your altar or to have in your room to set your space are flowers. Flowers are actually very ethereal. They're here and then they're gone. They open up a doorway to the highest dimensions of guides and helpers. I love to not only put physical flowers on my altar, but when I do ceremony, we visualize the altar filled with flowers, opening up this canale or doorway, this column of light into the heavens and all the way through the earth to bring in the helpers of the divine into our space. The fragrance of flowers, the beauty of flowers, all set the space to be one of high frequency, beauty, one that attracts fairies and angels, and one that brings great joy. You can't be unhappy when you're around beautiful flowers. At least I can't be. The fragrance of them is going to be as important as the fragrance of the energy of the flower waters. Is that energy is going to be exuding into your space. So fresh flowers are a must. Give yourself the gift of fresh flowers at your home, at your work, and you'll be happy that you did, because it's going to bring in greater beauty, joy, and love. Another important piece of setting a sacred space is to bring in beauty through art, whether it be sacred objects such as statues of Buddha, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Jesus, or other divine beings such as Ganesha, paintings that are visionary, channeled, again, sacred art that you associate with the divine. That beauty and those beautiful objects hold power. They hold a doorway that allows the energy of the Buddha or the Christ or the divine goddess to come in and to open your heart, to project its love into the space, to remind you that life is sacred. They carry their own power. They're something you can focus on in prayer. And I know from meditation and from having many people come into my studio space where we have classes, do shamanic journey work and meditation experiences, is that when they see the art in there, they connect with one of many pieces. They often get downloads or messages from these art objects. They get inspiration. They get direct prayer answers in their meditations, and they know that they're alive and well. My experience of creating sacred art is that every deity that I've ever painted is truly alive and well, emanating love, emanating the vibration of consciousness of the heart and of the mind to bring solace to the soul in a human experience. So remember to create a beautiful setting that is a sacred space for yourself, filled with beauty, with crystals, with plants, with sacred art, and your intentions and prayers to hold you. I will guarantee you that you will feel the difference in your home or your work, your bedroom, your meditation space, and it will hold a space of harmony and love for you that will emanate through every part of your life. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I want you to remember one thing as I get ready to sign off, is that you are the creator and the artist of your life. So when you go to set sacred space, have fun. Work with your heart's desires, your authenticity, your joy. When you clean space, when you set it up for the good things that you want to create, trust your intuition. Trust what you're guided to put, where you're guided to put things, and know that you are creating an environment that there will be more love in, that there will be more harmony in, and that you can manifest your true desires as you keep your energy clean and you devote yourself to living a sacred life. It will happen. I'm Katherine Skaggs. I hope you've enjoyed this. May you be blessed in nothing but love.